Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Okay, before starting today's topic, I wanted to say a few things. Firstly, for all of you who are here for the first time and haven't watched my intro video, I will link it here in the I button so that you can watch it later and know a bit about me and the kind of videos I'm going to post. Secondly, in my videos, I might use Hindi words or Hindi sentences at times, sometimes, not all the times. Mostly, I'll be speaking in English. Anybody who doesn't understand, it will help them understand through those Hindi words. So, that's the only reason. Otherwise, mostly I'll be speaking in English. I will also be adding subtitles so you can read and understand if that makes you more comfortable in understanding. So that's all I wanted to say. Now, without wasting any more time, let's begin today's topic. Today, I'm going to talk about communication. What is communication? Why does everybody speak about, you need to have good communication skills, you need to have really effective communication skills? Why? Do you know why? Yes, because it is a very basic necessity even in our everyday life. When we are talking to someone, if we are not clear, that person is not going to understand us. So be it you're in school, college, work, at home, anywhere, having good communications is very essential. It's very basic to have a good communication skills. I'm not talking that if you have to talk like using fancy words or something like that, you have to frame long sentences, nothing like that. You have to be very simple, straight, so that the person in front of you can understand clearly. That's all you have to do. So here in these videos, through these videos, that is all I want to teach you in my own way. I'm not a coach. I mean, I am a communications coach, but I'm not a school teacher or a lecturer who's going to sit here and lecture you and make you fall asleep. That is not going to happen. I'm going to try as much possible to make these videos fun with slides and animations and whatnot. So stay tuned and keep watching my videos. Now, like I said, communication is very basic. So to define communication, it is the way we express ourselves. To put it very simply, how we express ourselves through our words, through hand gestures, through body language is known as communication. In fact, it is known as our style of communication. Now, we all are individuals and we all have our own way of expressing. So, which makes us different from each other. Our styles of communication are different from each other. Now, imagine yourself one day everybody starts talking like the same person. This is how we are going to look, and this is how we are going to sound, like robots, exactly. And we are not robots. Now, on a serious note, the styles of communication broadly are of three types. First is aggressive, second is passive communication, and third style is known as the assertive style of communication. The word assertive basically means that you speak your mind out very frankly, very openly, very confidently, very firmly, without making anybody else feel uncomfortable. I will talk about all these styles in details. So let's start with the first style of communication, which is the aggressive style of communication. Now, in aggressive style of communication, people tend to speak a bit rudely, if I may say so. In short, yes, that is how people talk to anybody, be it in your family, be at work, be anywhere. Some people might say that today's world requires that you have to speak aggressively. No, you don't have to. To put your message across or to make somebody understand or say something or make a work done, You don't have to be aggressive all the time. Yes, there will be situations where you might have to be aggressive, but that does not mean through behavior. That means you have to be aggressively tackling that particular situation. That is how you can be aggressive, not through your behavior or through your words. Aggressive communication involves a lot of abuses at times, very loud voice. Somebody might be yelling at someone, somebody might be using abusive words at someone. I'm sure we all can relate. At work or somewhere we must have come across people who use this style of a communication, but it is not very well received, right? So this kind of communication is only applicable when there is certain situations where it is required. So in that case, aggressive communication can be logic. Now the next style of communication is the passive way of communication. Now in this method, mostly people are very shy. Basically they are not able to speak their expressions, their thoughts very openly. They either stay quiet or they hardly speak or open up to people. So they are unable to express themselves properly. So that mild version of communication may be through few words or maybe through very subtle expressions. That way of communication is passive communication. Now you might say that is there something wrong with it? No. Generally a person who has a passive way of communication is mostly, as far as I have observed, are soft spoken people. They are not very loud. They speak very softly. Their expressions are very very subtle, and they do not express themselves through any kind of abusive words or anything. They're very polite. Lot of times people take them as a weak person, and they try to dominate them through through their actions and everything. So there's nothing wrong in being passive, but at work, but at certain areas you have to be firm. You should be able to express yourselves properly. Soft spoken is good, but if you are unable to express yourselves properly, if the person sitting in front of you or standing in front of you does not understand you clearly, might get angry or might get frustrated with you. We do not want that, right? So we have to be very clear about what we talk. It is okay to be soft spoken, but you have to be firm about what you're talking. So that is passive communication. After I'm done with all the styles of communication, I'm going to explain this through an example in a situation where three kinds of communication have been applied. It will help you understand it better. Okay, next is the assertive style. Now the assertive style is basically a bit of aggressive and a bit of passive mixed together. Okay, but you won't see any kind of harshness of the aggressive behavior in an assertive style. The people who speak through this style, who communicate through this style, the assertive style, they are very confident. They put across their thoughts, their expressions through words very firmly, very openly, without hurting anybody else. By keeping in mind that their words shouldn't be hurting somebody, but that does not mean they don't want their work to be done or they don't want the person to listen to them. They do it, but with a lot of honor, with respect to everybody else. So assertive style, we can say that sometimes there is a mix of aggressive and the passive style, which is also known as the passive aggressive style, where you have a bit of both. exactly that is what is assertive style. Somewhat you are aggressive, somewhat you are passive. You don't want to hurt the person you're talking to, yet you want them to, to understand and do the job done at that particular moment, or at home or anywhere if there is a situation like this. So, assertive style is the mostly accepted style of communication. If you ask me which is the most appropriate manner of communication, I would say that is the assertive style. But there will be situations where the aggressive style will be required, and there will be situations where you will require to have a passive style of communication. I will give you example. For example, if there is a fire out in your department or in some floor or something, at that point you can't act passively, right? You have to be aggressive in your action, you have to do things fast, you have to take care of this situation. In that way, in that situation, you have to be aggressive, like I said, not through words, not through behavior, through your action. Passive, suppose that you're a manager and one of your colleagues has lost someone recently, and you have to tell them that this work has to be done, but you know that this person is not in the right state of mind. You have to put across your demands or words or whatever you want them to do in a more passive way, very subtly, softly, without hurting them. You want the job done, but how would you tell them? You can't command them. You know that person is not well. So, in that situation, you can use a passive way of communication. But generally speaking, mostly you should be using the assertive style. So, that is the most appropriate manner of or style of communication, which is very well received. With this, I come to an end to this lesson. Okay, now since we are done with all the three types of the styles of communication, I wanted to give you a very small example. Now imagine yourself that you're in an airport, and there are a lot of people near the gate, and you find out that your flight gets delayed. Now there you will see all these three kind of communications through different people. Okay, there will be maybe a group or maybe a few people or maybe just one person going up to the flight attendant and screaming at them, like why is it delayed or something they want to know, but they are being very aggressive. They start yelling and abusing the flight attendant. There will be another group of people who will hardly react to it. If they're reading something or eating something, they'll just go back to what they are doing. They're not going to react. Okay, fine, it's delayed, that's nothing we can do, right? So you just keep doing what you're doing. Now next is the assertive style of people. What will they do? They will walk up to the person, the flight attendant or whoever is standing there. They're going to go there and ask. Of course, the flight is delayed, it is going to affect them too. They're not going to sit casually, right? So they will go and ask them if anything can be done, or how much has the flight been delayed. If you're having a connecting flight, is it going to affect it? Anything, you're going to talk to them politely, but you still are expressing yourself, your concerns, right? And then you might ask them, okay, if we have to wait these many hours, maybe we can use the lounge or something else. You talk to them politely, openly. So in this situation, you can see the three kinds of people, how they react in this particular situation, very different from each other. I hope this example explains something a bit, that how people behave, how their behavior are different from each other. So that is how I wanted to sum it up. I hope you understood through this example a bit. Sum it up. Today we have learned three styles of communication, that is aggressive, passive and assertive. I hope I was able to make you understand properly. I haven't used any strong words or anything, so that everybody will be able to understand the concept of these styles of communication. So if you liked this video, please let me know in the comments below what kind of communication do you use, and please like this video, share this video, and most importantly subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it, and it will motivate me to do more such videos, knowing that it is helping everybody or someone at least. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing. See you soon.